Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Mega Architectural Mantras again. क्या चल रहा था सबका? I'm sorry I was not there for a long time because I was having some projects issues. I had to, be actively involved with some of the projects of mine. So मैं ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं दे पाया मेगा आर्किटेक्चरल मंत्रास को. बट आज मैं कुछ डिस्कस करने वाला हूँ आपके साथ. बहुत ज़्यादा मेरे पास एक बार बार सवाल उठ के आ रहा है. व्हाट इज़ द फ्यूचर ऑफ आर्किटेक्चर इन इंडिया? ये बहुत ही एक मतलब ग्रिम और एक बहुत ही सीरियस सा सवाल उठ के आ रहा है बार बार कि फ्यूचर ऑफ आर्किटेक्चर इंडिया में क्या है. बहुत लोग बहुत ज़्यादा कंसर्न है जो ऑलरेडी आर्किटेक्चर कर रहे हैं या फिर वो लोग जो आर्किटेक्चर लेना चाहते हैं. ठीक है. सो लेट अस आई विल बी डिस्कसिंग सर्टेन पॉइंट्स विच विल गिव यू अ फेयर आइडिया ऑफ वेयर यू आर. आप किस तरफ आगे जा रहे हैं अपना फ्यूचर आर्किटेक्चर को लेके. What are the things that can help you create a better future in architecture. कुछ इन पॉइंट्स पे मैं डिस्कस करूँगा. तो इस वीडियो पे बने रहिए एंड तक. एंड अगर अभी तक आपने लाइक नहीं किया है, सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब कीजिए एंड शेयर करना इस वीडियो को बिल्कुल मत भूलिए. इस वीडियो में एंड तक हमारे साथ बने रहिए. All those guys who have just entered this profession of architecture, maybe you are just in that verge of completing your architecture this year and becoming an architect now, a graduate architect now, or you must be thinking of going for higher studies, doing MArch or urban designing, urban planning, or you must be a school student, a class 12 school student planning to join architecture. Maybe you are a fresher architect and you've completed one year of your experience in architecture and you're still confused that exactly अब आपके करियर में होने क्या वाला है. तो इन सब के लिए और उन लोगों के लिए भी जो इससे भी ज़्यादा सीनियर है और फिर भी ये सोच रहे हैं कि आर्किटेक्चर में what is going to be the future of theirs in India, let me tell you guys कि statistics right now say that till 2030 the Indian construction industry value is going to be $1 trillion. Now you can imagine what is $1 trillion as a valuation to the Indian construction industry. It means that there's going to be huge pouring of money into construction during this entire 10 years of stretch. इस 10 साल के दौरान there'll be a lot of government infrastructure which is going to be built. A lot of private sectors are going to boom out and a lot of job placements are going to happen because of that thing. A manpower requirement सिर्फ आर्किटेक्चर में नहीं, even other sectors of construction industry like civil engineering, any sector of construction industry. I won't be naming any one such, but architecture definitely. Any of you guys who will be right now planning to do architecture and will be entering the zone of architecture in the next 10 years, you're going to get the heat of that thing. To my surprise, I'm also seeing that there are a lot of questions coming up online which is talking about. I was just looking at this question which says is the starting salary of an architect too low in India? These questions are you need to understand that any profession, the starting salary is always low in India. Unless and otherwise you are a topper from IIM or IIT, don't expect कि you are going to start with a salary of 50k or 70k or 80k. It is not going to happen. In architecture also, maybe if you are a fresher architect starting your job in a metropolitan city like Delhi, you will be starting with a fair package of 25,000. Now it is upon you how seriously you take your profession. Any person who's taking his profession seriously and working hard for the company that he's working in is definitely going to have good leaps within the company. He's going to get good jumps within the company and his salary is eventually going to get hyped in the coming years. So now what is your expectation of a salary is very different. If you are expecting कि architecture करने के बाद 1 लाख रुपए का salary होगा, वो I think the market is very tough right now. किसी भी profession में नहीं होता ये चीज़. So but yes, of course, if you talk about the aspects of how much jobs are going to be there in the Indian construction industry, Let me tell you that there are plenty of jobs in the Indian construction industry. If you put forward your resume into any of the employment sites, in any of the job searching sites, it's not possible that you will not get a call from any of the companies, and you will not get an offer from any of the company, right? Secondly, all the candidates today must also understand that architecture is not only about designing. Drawings banao, drawings taiyar karo, making designs which are like out of the world. This is not only architecture. Designing is only one aspect of architecture. Creating huge amazing elevations is just one aspect of architecture. But when you are in this field of architecture, there are different other aspects that you should also learn about. Why don't you take interest in my question to architects today is, when you are getting into this entire journey of architecture, why don't you explore the possibilities of what happens in design management, what happens in project management? Start working with firms who are dealing with those kind of projects. These learning these aspects take a lot of hard work, but eventually your learning skills will improve drastically. You will understand projects a lot better, and because of those experiences that you will gather over time. आर्किटेक्ट्स पूछते हैं कि 10 साल बाद उनका सैलरी क्या होगा. मैं उनसे पूछ रहा हूँ कि 10 साल आपने क्या किया है. What are you doing in those 10 years that will eventually give you a huge package after 10 years? So that 10 years should not get wasted anywhere. You should always understand that आपको 10 साल में करना क्या है, आपको क्या क्या सीखना है. Be planned about your career. आपको these are only my pointers for people who wants to start off their own firm after 7-8 years of being in the architecture field. But for those who are looking in for job as a person, as a future, even for them, my entire thing is that when you're looking out for jobs, also look out to give and deliver your best for that firm you're working for. The more you give your hard work and you slog for that firm, it's not only for architecture, every company, every other field also, if they see that you're a hard worker, eventually you learn more, you develop the skills more, and you get better paid. So ye cheeze hai, you need to keep these things in mind for having a better future in architecture. Jobs ki koi kami nahi hai. There are many fields which are coming up in architecture. Not only that, when you join a firm, you join the firm as architect in so and so firm. You can also join the firm as design manager, project manager, design director, whatever is the thing. But you can also look into things like the environmental side of building, the energy conservation side of buildings. Start studying a lot on those aspects, and eventually you will see that you have gained that knowledge that you can give to other firms, and they will recruit you for that same, right? So कुछ tips ये है. I hope ये tips आपको लगता है कि fruitful है, अगर इनको आप follow कर सकते हैं. So jobs की कमी नहीं है फिर कभी. इंडिया में तो जॉब्स की कमी बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. एटलीस्ट पर्सनली आई हैड नेवर फेल्ट इंडिया में आर्किटेक्चर जॉब्स की कोई कमी है. इस टाइम पे भी नहीं है, और फ्यूचर में तो बिल्कुल नहीं है, बिकॉज देयर इज सो मच ऑफ मनी विच इज़ गोइंग टू बी पोर्ड इनटू द इंडियन कंस्ट्रक्शन मार्केट कि आर्किटेक्ट्स और डिज़ाइनर्स की और अदर इंजीनियरिंग प्रोफेशनल्स का डिमांड इज़ गोइंग टू गो सो हाई दैट वी विल फॉल शॉर्ट ऑफ पीपल ओवर हियर, राइट? So निराश मत होइए. सब whatever you're doing, if you have just got into architecture, you're planning to take in architecture, please, gone are those days जब लोग बोलते थे कि architecture is a very sad profession, इसमें ज़्यादा कुछ है नहीं, career boost नहीं है. This profession has got a lot of potential, and if you want to take up this career, it's always a go ahead for you. Don't stop. Go ahead with architecture and take architecture as a course. Come into the world of architecture. It's a fantastic world. It's a beautiful world, and you will enjoy your profession. Okay? हमारा वीडियो आज यहीं तक था. फिर से मैं बता रहा हूँ, जिन्होंने अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है, लाइक नहीं किया है, डू प्रेस द लाइक बटन, डू प्रेस द सब्सक्राइब बटन टू बी विद अस। हमारे नोटिफिकेशंस आपको आते रहेंगे। बेल बटन दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलिएगा। टिल देन